How about a trivia question, Chris, to determine the first pick? What do you got?
Sunday, Tom Brady could be the second quarterback to start a Super Bowl for both an AFC and an NFC team. Who was the first to do so?
Craig Morton.
Yeah. It took me a minute. Like, when I first saw the question, I was like, wait, who is this? But once you start to go through
Cowboys and Broncos.
Exactly.
Cowboys and Broncos. I don't know which Cowboys Super Bowl it was. It was either 5 or 6.
I was
assume
five
it was
when
5.
that horrible game against the
Staubach,
Colts.
yeah.
Right, 16-13.
Jim O'Brien.
Right.
Jim O'Brien, number
Chuck
88,
Howley.
the kicker, field goal.
Losing
Chuck
MVP,
Howley.
right?
Only time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
From my hometown, Chuck Howley.
Wow.
Played for the Warwood Vikings.
Wow.
Not to be confused.
Sorry,
with the
Chuck, that
Minnesota
you had to live
Vikings.
near Mike Florio at one point. Sorry.
He didn't live near me.
Oh.
I don't even know him. I just know he's from the same town.
Right.
All right. I get the first pick. It's GOAT versus GOAT. Are you kidding me? Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. It's a GOAT race, baby. How can that not be the top matchup, even though they won't be on the field at the same time unless something really creative is done defensively by one of the teams? Brady versus Rodgers. We thought we'd see it in a Super Bowl. This is the next best thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. Okay, well, I mean, I don't like that draft pick, okay? It is, but I'm not going to let you take Mahomes and Allen then with the second pick, all right? So I'm going to take that because I'm not. And I'm going to take the guys that are in the prime, the young studs, okay? Forget those old-timers, those gray-haired guys, all right?
Who would you have taken if you had the first pick?
I think
you would have taken Brady and Rodgers.
No, I really would have had to think about this. I'm actually more excited to watch Mahomes and Allen. I think the big picture of NFL history and all that, I guess, is more on the Rodgers, Tom Brady thing right now. But I don't give a damn. I'm not going to let you take both quarterback matchups, so I'm taking Allen and Mahomes. Yeah, they're the two most talented young quarterbacks we got in the sport. They have played at a different level this year, and really Josh Allen this year, Mahomes for the last few years. We know Rodgers is right there in that conversation too, but just as far as pure backyard playmaking, nobody's better than these two quarterbacks. And I do think there's something personal here where both guy wants to be the young stud who's the man, and they're going to try to outdo each other. So even though I don't like to do the quarterback thing, I'm going to do it because I don't want you to have another pair of them on your draft board.
Pete is lobbying very aggressively in the document that we share.
Maybe two.
That we pick two people who be on the field at the same time. So Pete, let me do what I can to make you even more upset. Andy Reid versus Sean McDermott. This is Shakespearean. But no, Andy Reid fired Sean McDermott 10 years ago. He fired him. The top headline at PFT right now is that Andy Reid says Sean McDermott should be Coach of the Year. Okay, it's too late to try to fix it, Andy. You fired him 10 years ago. You told him, pack your bleep and leave.
Right.
That makes that matchup, that battle of wits, that handshake at midfield, everything. He fired him. It's beautiful. And I don't know how it plays out, but one guy fired the other. Great matchup in my mind.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You're right. And I think this works. I mean, it's an offensive coach versus a defensive coach. So there's legitimacy there to this one. I don't think Pete can complain too much. I like that. I do. Okay. That's a good one. All right. I think in that game, I'm going to stay with that game too, with one that I just find interesting. Chris Jones versus the interior three of the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills are a very good pass-protecting football team. We know that. Chris Jones, as we've said all year long, other than Aaron Donald, is the best interior pass rusher in football. For me, Kansas City's not going to be able to go crazy blitz against Josh Allen. It's the first time they're going to play a quarterback that's a lot like the guy on their own team, where you just go, wait, we can't blitz him. He can block it up. He can make us miss. He can throw bombs off his back foot. We got to be careful. So I think Chris Jones is going to have to get pressure and make plays if they want to win the game to disrupt Josh Allen and all that. That, to me, will be a big factor, that matchup right there.
All right, last one for me, and this is simple. And if you've been watching this show all week, first of all, thank you. Second of all, you shouldn't be surprised by this. Devin White versus anyone who happens to get in his way.
Yeah.
Because that guy is a machine. He's aggressive, not too aggressive. He's feisty, not too feisty. He's incredibly athletic. He's strong. He will hit you. He will pick you off. He will pick up a fumble on the fly in a way that many defensive players can't, and he's the heart and soul of that defense. And if he's locked in like he was in the second half of the game on Sunday, I said it before, if he plays like that for the next 8 quarters, Buccaneers win the Super Bowl.
You can't even run outside on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I would tell the Green Bay Packers that this week, don't even waste your time calling those plays. No chance. He is going to run your butt down before you get to the line of scrimmage if you run outside. And Levante David will do it on the other side. So good luck with that. That's a good pick by you. All right, then some of the receiver-corner matchups in this weekend I'm really interested in. I think the one I'm going to go with is Jair Alexander versus Mike Evans, because I think Green Bay has to worry about the Bucs O-line steamrolling them a little bit to where it's going to be some one-on-one situations. And if the Green Bay Packers want to win, Jair Alexander is going to have some success locking down Evans one-on-one.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.